if we can get that to connect to the streaming service. And looks like we've got it connected. Yep, so we've got a connection. So this is really just going to be a bit of a test. I've reinstalled my the OBS software, and also playing around with a few other things to try and improve things just a little bit. Don't know how this is going to work, but I've actually gone back to a very old version of OBS, and hopefully the GUI music works in itself. I've got pretty much basic settings going on the
drive safe,
and say hopefully we'll get everything happening. Might take a little while of playing around, but I need to pump the sub volume down of the actual game because my microphone's not very loud. And of course we don't want to, be a problem with the audio. Okay, so today I'll just give you a bit of a quick whizzy around the truck I'm driving. So not yet. Hey. I was because of the frame rate that I was getting. As soon as I started OBS, I was getting about 50 to 60 frames per second. So basically, it was dropping my frame rate by about 50%. And that was that was a game ender for me as far as streaming with. Basically because, I have this wonderful machine of mine. If I can't get the frames that I expect out, currently I'm getting 110 frames a second out of my computer. With this particular sim, everything that I can possibly turn on is turned on to its max. Mirror reflections, the mirror resolution. I've modified the mirror thing so that I get more close to realistic mirror when you look in it. Everything's turned up flat out, and consequently it takes a lot of driving to get it done. The system I'm running is as always, still got the Intel processor. It's a 990 a K i9, and I have SUSE ROG motherboard. It's a Hero Maximus 11, and 64 gigabytes of RAM on it. It's quite nice RAM. It's a G-Skill RAM, and I have a Gigabyte 3090 water-cooled video card, and the game runs off a M.2 drive, and I also run my boot off a M.2 drive as well, so Windows is actually stationed on M.2. Everything's been designed around performance. Losing 50% of your performance just because you want to stream is a real deal breaker for me. So that was the reason I went back to an older version, because I was sure that with the older version that I was running prior, I wasn't having the issues of the frame rate. Don't remember why I took the upgrade. I think it was just said to me, oh, you've got a new version there, and the time I started it, it was, oh, there's a new version. I opted to take the new version to get the message out of my way, but there's a problem with the new version that doesn't work very well with my system. What have we got going on here? Okay, so we've got some roadworks going on by the looks of it. Down to one. Luckily, I didn't have to actually fully stop. Got to say, I do really enjoy the scenery game. One day I do hope to get over to the States and have a look at some of these locations, because I do know people that live over there that drive it, that say some of the things, or a lot of the things that are in here are there, and it does look somewhat like it. It's, you know, like anybody's, you know, like any game that's done from, you know, like an artist that's gone in there and said, right, we're going to recreate somewhere. You're looking at his version of what he sees, or they see. And you can probably hear the sirens and whatnot going on in the background. I live in the middle of the city, near a hospital, and near a fire station and an ambulance station. So that's why I've got. And I've got to admit, Low Boy with the smaller wheels on it drives so much, handles so much better, it's much more stable, and the whole unit actually handles a lot better. And I've got to admit, I do love these RTA mod teams modules. Well worth the few dollars that it costs to buy, and I run them all the time. I'll be extremely happy when you can actually maybe run Convoy with the mods running. Admittedly, yes, for you to see me in this truck, you'd have to actually have this mod, and you'd have to have my skins and whatnot. The skins aren't an issue to hand out, but the mod itself is not. People I want to drive with, they've already got these skins anyway, these mods anyway, so that doesn't bother me if you can't join. But I'm sure that you would be happy with them if you did get them. Okay, we're sort of over the speed limit here a little. Now, I have got infringements turned on here as well, so consequently I am trying to So what I'm hauling, I'll just pull up the info screen. I've got a lift truck chassis, 94,000 pounds. The rig that I'm hauling would probably be in the realm of a whole kit would probably 140 odd thousand pounds maybe. And I'm heading towards Tucumcari. I think that's how you say it. And that's only 112 miles away. I did bring it all the way from Tucson, I think. You know, I did pick it up well and truly up north. Yeah, I think Tucson where I collected the load. And as you can see, we're just about done with the load. And I like this little mod that I run here. It's a info screen mod. It does change your mirrors and stuff like that, and put them in a slightly different place if you want to run those F2 mirrors. Not something that I do. But it does change the location of and make them a little bit nicer. I'll just bring them up so you can see they're less intrusive. The they're not as good for it. They don't break the immersion as much as what the standard mirrors do, and yet it still gives you the view. So, but I don't like to run because for some reason my mirrors the left mirror. But probably actually is because anyway, you know, the mod that I've got running down there on the bottom left hand corner of the screen, which is just behind me. I'll see if I can remove my ugly mug out of the way. That one. Okay. Alright, so I've got to redo them after the reinstall. Behind me, down the bottom there, it gives you a bit of information. It's telling me the date. It tells me how far I've got to go and how long it's going to take me to get there. Also giving me the funds that I have available to myself. I have something like 48 drivers. Let's just have a quick sticky. And I think it's about 48, so we'll go to driver manager. Okay, I have a few more than that. It's 142, including myself. Didn't realize I was that far up. And consequently, because I have so many drivers, generally on a session, driving session, which might be 2 or 3 loads, good long ones, like right across from, say, Bellingham down to New Mexico or something like that, down to Santa Cruz down in the bottom corner, maybe not, anyway, right down the bottom corner of New Mexico. That's a fair haul. It's about 1,500 miles, and I might do 2 or 3 of them in a session. So they're decent ones. I might make, say, just under $2 million just out of my my drivers making deliveries. That's pretty cool. We've got a 60 mile an hour speed limit here. We're going to sit on 63. And all along through here. Now, I'm not exactly sure where I am. This is a perfect example of what happens when you're texting whilst driving. Okay, so my son went and had a COVID test yesterday, and he has got all clear that his test came up negative. Okay, so we've missed our turn off. So, going to go this way. I'm pleased for got nothing coming. Not exactly best place to be doing a left-hand turn. That's why we have the other left-hand turn that I could have gone. So, just looking at the stream bit rate over here on my left-hand monitor. I keep looking over. It's lower than recommended. So I'm going to pull over here and have a look at that. Okay. I'm going to tab out. They're recommending that I use a higher bit rate. Alright, well... Okay. I'm going to turn my ugly mug off. Okay, so... I've restarted the stream. Not sure how we went, whether or not we broke the stream or not, or just had a glitch. But basically, I've upped it to the recommended, what they say, 4,500. and I took the recommendation originally, which was 2700. This is now at 4400 kilohertz refresh rate. Don't know what difference it's going to make, but it certainly hasn't changed my frame rate. My frame rate at the moment is 113 frames a second. And we've got a stop sign up here at this roadworks, roadworks. So sneak up the line that they say pull up at top here. It would have been nice to have let me go before, considering there was nobody coming. We got 65. Maybe bump this up to 67, 68 actually. Get a little bit more oomph out of it. And we're going to lose the speed limit very shortly because, well, I know for a fact that I'm probably not going to go around this corner at 70 miles an hour, 60 miles an hour. And drop back down to the 40. Back to auto trans, and we've got a 45 coming up.
Get ready to turn left.
We'll turn right up here
Turn left.
towards Idaho. Maybe I was heading north. Thought I was heading south. Let's have a quick sticky beak on the map as soon as I get around the corner. Yeah, so we're heading to Ontario and did pick up our load all the way back here at Tucumcari. Heading towards Tucumcari. Why am I heading north then? Ontario. That's the destination. Oh my goodness. Right. I did have an alternative route set. obviously when I've reloaded into the game, it hasn't continued with the route that I had set, and it's in a roundabout way got me back going the original course. I may as well go with it. Now we have 1,200 miles to go. I was going the other way because I wanted to pick up a few places that I haven't driven, a few of the back roads. So I'll be doing that now. Build our streamer's current bit rate as 0. We recommend increasing it. Okay, so obviously I've got no audio. And here I am, blabbering away, thinking I've got audio. Alright,